Hi, Derek here. Just thought I'd jump on this morning. It's Friday when I'm recording this video, so the end of the week, and it's been a seriously interesting week. Every week is. When you're dealing with student athletes and you're working with parents in sports, you've got kids with high ambitions and goals. And particularly in the USA Sports Scholarship context, they're striving for something big. They're, sports scholarships, they're not prolific. They are in short numbers. So you are competing for something that's prestigious. So you're putting yourself out there, and that sort of raises some really interesting discussions between parents and their kids as student athletes. And so during the week I was talking with elite performance coaches, parents and kids that were all dealing with different things. Different subjects come up. One of the big things that came up during the week was fear of failure and fear of success. Now, obviously our 30-day game plan is about setting student athletes up with the tools and resources that they need to give them success in going through the step-by-step process that they need to go through to get themselves the best scholarship offer that they can. But part of that journey, and if you want to know more about the 30-day game plan, then you can click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to a website with a free video. There's nothing to sign up for. You don't need to drop an email or anything in there. You can watch that video, and if the 30-day game plan is going to be right for you, then there's steps that you can take from there. But just getting back to this whole concept of fear of failure was a topic that came up a lot during the week. And then the elite performance coach that we were talking with, he was talking more about the it's not really a fear of failure, it's a fear of success that can often hold people back generally. But in the context of athletes, there may be some sort of blockages or hidden barriers that are holding them back from really performing at their best, and it's understanding those. And that's too deep a topic for me to talk on right now at the moment. So I'll reach out to this elite performance coach, and I'll see if we can't line up a time to sit down and have a deep chat with Stuart around some of those concepts. But when we talk about the fear of failure, I really find that whole failure concept as a misused term, and it was really sort of driven home to me yesterday. I was at an event watching kids competing. They're competing at one level, they're looking to go to the next representative level. You've got 60 plus kids vying for positions in a team where there's 15. So 75% of the kids that are competing for those playing positions are not going to get selected. So did they fail? In my mind, no. So as we talked throughout the week with different people around this concept of failure, I started to look at this. We should be substituting the word failure, because in 99% of cases, when something doesn't go right for a person, they don't achieve what they want, they didn't get what they want, more often than not, it's not failure, okay? It might be a setback, right? It might be a delay. You might be dissatisfied with the result, but it's not failure. And I think, this whole business of fail forward it's wording that has just become ingrained and popular. But in my mind, like, I'm a diesel mechanic from way back. When I first started, I fixed heavy equipment. When something failed, it completely broke. Okay, so if you think about a bicycle chain. If your bicycle chain fails, it snaps in half, and it's simply, you can't pedal anymore, so that you can't drive the bike. Okay, that's a failure. If you do your ACL, that's a mechanical failure of your body, and that can be a big 12-month setback. But it's still a setback, because you can recover from it. You can do your rehab. You have surgery if it's really severe. Okay, so you do your rehab, you go through the process, and you get back on track, and you keep moving forward. So watching these young teens yesterday through the tournament, and then the first phase selection process, which happens on the day, then the announcement of the team, which happens on the day. So there's a culling process. Half the kids go home after the first selection. Then you're left with 2 teams which you need to cull down to 1. Okay, so after the final trial, the final team gets announced. Now there's kids that are ecstatic, there's kids that are relieved, and there's kids that are disappointed. So the ones that miss out, did they fail? Absolutely not. What they didn't achieve was the selection that they were aiming for, but what they gained was experience. What they gained was personal development. What they gained was friendships. So they have the ability and the opportunity simply to push harder, reset their goals, refocus on their next goal, which becomes the building block to selection next year, because these selections in this case only come around once a year. So what it does, the experience lays the foundation for them to go to the next level, understands what they need to do, creates an opportunity for them to reset their goals and push on. So over the years, our kids have had some really tough misses as far as representative teams that they've looked to achieve in their particular sport. But each time, we've really worked hard on getting them to just reset and reposition their goals. So at no point in that process did they fail. They may not have gained selection, but that's not a failure. And so I really encourage people to start to look at getting rid of this this terminology of fail forward, and this terminology of you've got to overcome your fear of failure. And I'll get Stuart when we get to sit down and talk with Stuart, to really, he's the elite performance coach, to really look at what is the issue. And he suggested it's more a fear of success than it is a fear of failure, and I'll let him talk on that. But so we really need to redefine this terminology. And I would encourage you to change failure to setback. Okay, what you've had is a setback. You didn't achieve what you wanted to achieve at the point you wanted to achieve it. So what's your best next step? Reset your goals, reset your game plan, and continue to move forward, because everything that you're doing is laying the foundations for your next level of success. Regardless of your current success right now, what you're achieving right now, it's laying the foundations for your next level of success. And in the context of a USA Sports Scholarship, what you're looking at is your next level of success that you're striving for is a USA Sports Scholarship. So what are the things that you need to do around your academics to give you to prepare you as best you can to get the result that you're after. What are the things that you need to look at around your sports? What are the things that you need to look at around your personal profile? What are the things that you need to look at around how you engage with coaches? What are the things that you need to take into consideration or account if you're going through the process alone? You know, what are the things that you need to take into consideration if you're using a recruitment agency, which, you know, if you've been following our story, you know that that process of using a recruitment agency doesn't guarantee success. You know, we went through a recruitment agency. Good guys just didn't get anywhere near the result that we were looking for, and at the end of the day, we had to go it alone at the last minute to get the type of scholarship offers that my daughter was capable of achieving. But the recruitment agency model wasn't able to deliver if you don't know how to work with recruitment agencies. And if you don't want to spend the money with recruitment agencies, going it alone is a complex process. So that's why we set up the 30-day game plan. Again, you want more information on that, click on the link in the description box with this video, and you can watch a free video on that webpage. You don't have to opt in for anything, just watch the video. If the 30-day game plan and a USA Sports Scholarship is of interest to you and it's something that you want to pursue, then you can just take the next steps. No big commitment, no big obligation. So, yeah. So we're here to help you with a step-by-step process that you can go through to get you to the results that you're after, and set you up for success regardless of what it is that you're doing, you know, whether it's academics, whether it's sports, whether it's your career, whether it's uni at home, whether it's university in the USA via a sports scholarship. You're going to get value out of this process regardless. So, yeah, good luck with your sports scholarship journey. Remember, go forward, have a go, understand that things are not always going to work out in your favour today. That doesn't mean that they're not going to tomorrow. When you miss a target, when you miss a goal, take a deep breath, reset, and just think about what it is that that you can do next time and moving forward to just take you up to the levels that you need to get the result that you're after. And just remember, the results can come in all sorts of different ways. So you start on a journey in one direction, may lead you in a couple of different directions to get you to your end result, but at the end of the day you get to a good end result. So yeah, jump on, have a look at our 30-day game plan. We'll help you with a step-by-step process to get you into the best position that you can be to get noticed by college coaches, engage with them directly, and yeah, put you in the running to get that Dream USA Sports Scholarship. So have a great weekend, great week, and a great sports scholarship journey.